Hello, hello, hello. This is Premier the Diamond Diva, your visual impactologist. And I'm here just going to share with you really quick, not want to take up a lot of your time, but who am I? A little bit more about me in case you're watching this and you're not familiar with me. But I am a visual brand strategist as well as designer, and I work with women entrepreneurs, coaches, and speakers that are truly trailblazers in their industries, and I help them create a brand that allows them to show up and stand out. And so really these women are women that have a global mindset. It's really about affecting change in their community or at a global level, as well as wanting to have a lifestyle that they enjoy while doing this world changing work, right? And so what I want to talk to you about today, just briefly, is about pinpointing your niche and attracting your ideal client, or as I like to call them, my destiny client. And so with that, I recently did a free webinar. If some people were able to get on it, some weren't. I think I'm going to redo it probably next month, just in case. So be on the lookout for that in case you missed it. But with it, I share my 3 secrets, which I'm going to tell you what those 3 secrets are today on this video. But of course, in the webinar, I go into more depth. But I really wanted to talk about this because I feel like a lot of entrepreneurs, especially new entrepreneurs, but even some seasoned entrepreneurs, really struggle with this, right? And they really struggle with niching, figuring out what niche they want to be in, figuring out who their exact ideal client is, or you hear people often refer to it as your ideal client avatar, like specifically who is that person. And the reason why I know people struggle with this is because I get questions about it all the time in my inbox and on my page and all those different things, as well as it's something that I struggle with in the very beginning, right? We struggle with it because I'm going to just tell the truth, and is that you feel like you're going to miss out on some money, right? You're in business to make money, you're new or you're seasoned, but you're making a shift in your business and you're really trying to make sure that income keeps flowing in. And so you feel like if you niche down, then you're going to miss out on somebody that you could possibly help, or that would be a paying client for you, right? And so, but I'm here to tell you that it's not hype. You hear a lot of brand and business coaches talking about, if you're talking to everyone, you're talking to no one. I'm here to let you know it's not hype. People are not just saying it to hear themselves speak, because I know a lot of times that's what we think, but it's really is true, right? Because I tell people all the time, even though you're being specific in who you're talking to, doesn't mean that only that person is going to talk back, right? Other people will talk back. They'll relate to something in your messaging, something in your posts, something in your emails, something in what you're teaching that will draw them in, even if they're not necessarily that one specific person that you're speaking to, right? They'll find some way to relate and they'll still come in. So, so I want to share with you today my 3 secrets to pinpointing your niche as well as attracting new clients. I'm going to talk about them very briefly because I do want to keep this video short. But the first secret is to know thyself, right? And why is this important in discovering your niche? You know, most people are like, well, I'm trying to talk about the people that I want to target, but you have to know yourself to know who's a good fit for you, right? Even in business, I don't know about you, but I know for me, I started my business because I didn't want it to feel like a typical 9 to 5. I didn't want to work with people that I didn't necessarily enjoy. I wanted to have an entire lifestyle where I loved getting up in the morning, where, I was excited about doing not only what I do, but who I do it with. And so with that, so it's important that you know yourself and you know who and the type of people that you like to work with, right? And so for me, I had to be honest and know that I like people that like to have fun, right? But at the same time, I like people that know we here to get the job done, right? We have things that we need to get accomplished, and we're here to accomplish it. I always tell people, like, I'm that favorite teacher that I love to hate. type of person, right? Where you had that teacher that was hard on you or that gave you a hard time sometimes, and you didn't necessarily always like what they said, but you knew that what they said always came from a place of love. And every now and then they would surprise you, doing something fun. We've all had that teacher, right? Well, that's the type of coach that I am. And so I understand that I need clients that deal well with that type of coach, right? I'm very creative, but at the same time, I'm strategic. So I need to work with clients that understand and are okay with the creative flow that takes place. So these are things that I had to know about myself and be honest with myself about in order to know exactly the type of person that I wanted to work with, right? And so you have to do the same thing. You have to really sit down and be honest with yourself. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are the things that you like? If you were to wake up every morning and you could have 100 clients, in the year or whatever that fit this one profile, and you know that when you got up, you would be like, "Ooh, I can't wait to talk to so and so on the phone." What are those things? Know that about yourself. That's the first secret into really being able to hone in on who your niche is. The second secret is really knowing that connection is key, because now that you know yourself, and it gives you a better insight on exactly the type of person that you want to work with, you need to learn now how to connect with that person. And this is why a niche is so important, because you want to make sure that when you're connecting with people, that you're speaking their language, that they are hearing what you have to say. I often talk about how you're the Pied Piper, right? So in your industry and for your business, you're the Pied Piper, and the things that you put out and the content, from the imagery to your videos to podcasts, everything that you do around your brand is essentially you playing the music, right? And those people that you are meant to work with and meant to connect with, when you are operating in authenticity as well as transparency and being true to the purpose that's within you, it'll be like sweet music to those people's ears, and they will just be drawn to you, just like in the story of the Pied Piper, right? And so you want to make sure that you are connecting with the right group of people. So you have to be, real with yourself, and you have to know exactly who that person is. So some of the things you need to know about your destiny client is what drives them. Are they passion driven? Are they power driven? Are they relationship driven? What drives them to be who they are and to operate in that arena? Because without that, you don't know what to speak to them about, right? What are their desires? What are things that are holding them back? All of these things are important, and you're able to speak to those very things when you are clear on who you're talking to, right? And so one of the ways that I help my clients with this is that I actually have a destiny client archetype assessment that I offer, and I also do offer that separate by itself, but I do it with a lot of my own one-on-one clients, where they actually are able to tap into the type of personality of the people that they need to work with, right? So that they are clear on what drives that person, what makes that person tick, because it goes so much further than just the demographics of knowing the person's gender, age, and how much money they make, right? Because though you need to know those things, it goes so much deeper than that in order to make a true connection, which is what brings them to follow you, to join your mailing list, to like your page, to all of these things, which will eventually get them comfortable with you, in order to do number three, which secret number three is that relationships bring riches, right? And so once you are connected with these people and you're building this relationship with them, then that is when they become the paying customer that you've been waiting for, and they are eating up whatever you have to offer them, because now they know you're talking directly to them, you're giving them results that they need, You have connected with them so they know that they're not in it alone, that you are there as the expert to help them along their journey. And now they're ready to spend their money. And so they spend their money at all different levels within your funnel, and you begin to see your business blossom. So again, just to recap those three secrets, it is secret number one, know thyself. Secret number two, connection is key. Secret number three, relationships bring riches. And so I hope this has been helpful for you today. You can always connect with me as always at my website, www.famira, that's F as in fabulous, AMIRA, green just like the color.com, as well as on all social media outlets as Diamond Diva FG. And so I look forward to connecting with you. If you have any questions, or if I can be of any help to you or serve you in any way with your branding needs, please come check me out. You have a great day.